You're hanging out with the crew of Demino 305, and today we have the pleasure of coming to you from Pembroke Pines with none other than Mayor Angelo Castillo. Thank you so much, sir.
My pleasure.
Time for us.
Dímelo.
Dímelo. We've been doing this really nice leadership series where we're getting to know just some phenomenal leaders in our community. And we've learned that different people come into this life of public service for different reasons. So today we would love to get to know you a little bit more.
Okay.
So tell us, why public service? How did you even get into this?
Life only makes sense when you look back on it. It very rarely makes sense as you're as you're going forward. But I sort of always felt gravitated in this direction. I'll tell you what it is. I was born in Cuba in 1959, and I grew up in New York City, as you can tell from my accent. It was a game changer for my family at the time. And I will tell you that initially, my calling was not so much in government as it was in problem solving. I've always been sort of attracted to management sciences, and that's what I sort of studied in college. I did an MBA after I got out of school and before I went to law school. But I ended up in government. I was working at the time, but I decided to give it a shot, and I was young enough to do that, and I feel so blessed that I took that opportunity because that has created a 40-year experience in government where I got to work for 3 New York City mayors, 2 governors in New York. And then moving here to Florida, I worked for the federal government at HUD, and then I went to work for the county as a department head in human services, and I ran a nonprofit for 10 years, and then I went to work for a sheriff on his command staff, and for the last 20 years I was a city commissioner here in Pembroke Pines, and then this past March I was elected mayor, and I'm the first Hispanic American mayor in the city's history. This is a richly diverse city. It's a beautiful city, but we're now built out and we're facing new urban challenges. And we're confronting it by going directly to the residents. We're having town hall meetings citywide, and we're asking people, what are you looking for from City Hall?
Now, as a mayor and as a person who is in this life of public service, do you feel like you also, what is your role in making a home for others here in Pembroke Pines?
We want to make sure that first and foremost that the basics are taken care of, that the community is clean, that it's safe, that it's well protected, and that's why we put so much energy into our police force and our fire department and making sure that is in place, that the roads are safe, that the amenities are there. You can find just about anything you'd want to consume on Pines Boulevard, that the neighborhoods are safe, that our parks are welcoming, that people are in a good mood when they contact the city, because that rubs off in terms of community living. I think it's about having a positive and cheerful attitude in everything that we try to do.
So lastly, you have to let us know what's in the future for Pembroke Pines. What can we look forward to?
Well, I think that Pembroke Pines is now, as I indicated, that Pembroke Pines is not one of the fastest growing cities in America anymore. It used to be, but we are now pretty much built out. We're the 2nd largest populated city in Broward County, the 11th largest in the state of Florida. But we're not interested in necessarily becoming the 1st or the 10th or the 9th. That's not our goal. Our goal is to be the best at what we do. We are a community that has a mission to make residents feel great about coming home, about raising their families here, about retiring here. Pembroke Pines is one of the finest communities in all of the state of Florida in which to live, raise a family, do business, retire, recreate. And we want to do that in tandem with the community so that what emerges from the ground to replace something that it was obsolete is something that's welcomed. We're a big believer in that development should add value, much more benefit than burden.
Thank you, sir, for your time. We appreciate you.
My pleasure.
Angelo Castillo, thank you.